it's Melissa with Pea Pod Chalk. So tonight we are crafting with the Easter Swirls kit. So this is a really easy, really simple kit. You could do this very simply in one color. You could do it in multiple colors. In the kit, I have included a packet of peony and a packet of bumblebee for you, because they're fun spring colors. So I have a picture of me as a kid, probably 2 years old, helping my grandmother dye Easter eggs. And we also went to, Easter was a big thing in my family, a good time to get together. And we also would go to Easter egg hunts in the park. And we always had ham dinner after church. So I'm going to stick this down. I want to get it kind of straight. So we'll give it a switch. You saw me fuzz that. If you haven't seen me craft before, I do the fuzzing to loosen up the adhesive just a little bit, because we want it to stick, but we don't want it to stick so hard that I can't pull it up. I've had that happen actually, and I will have to show you sometime what happened when that happened. Actually, some of the teal stuck to my surface. It was icky, so be sure you fuzz. And then we're going to do something really fun tonight. And we're going to do some more finger painting. I have been all about the finger painting recently. I think some of you have seen me with the finger painting projects. It's just, ooh. So, teachable moment. Look at this. We've got some chalk here that is starting to dry up. And with it, while it's doing that, some of the pigment is coming out. This is totally savable. I'm going to use my scientifically called goop spoon to pull out this kind of discolored chalk, right? Just kind of skimming the grossness off the top. And you're thinking, oh, I don't want to spend money on supplies that go bad, right? Well, you know, the good thing is that chalk is pretty savable. So if you have a situation like this, like clearly I haven't opened this bumblebee in a while, and that's why it's getting like this. It's actually pretty easy to recover the ink or the chalk. And I'm going to spritz some water in there, and I'm going to give it a stir. I could have done it with the goop spoon, which is really a stir stick. But this is a little easier because it's, you know, easier to stir. But yeah, I saved that paste. So I'm going to put more water in here, just 3 or 4 spritzes when I close up tonight. And that's going to soften it back up a little bit more. But this is a really good consistency. All right, that was a great teachable moment. The supplies are, like I said, really easy to bring back. All right, let's get another goop spoon. I love making up names for things. These are really stir sticks. But goop spoon sounds so much better. All right. So we've got our project here. Actually, we're going to need 2 of these. So 2 of these. And before I get too far into this, let's also get a wet wipe. And we'll get, that way when I get all weird on my hands, I'm not looking for that. All right, so we're going to do some finger painting. So I want to kind of just spread this around. Kind of evenly, kind of out. Now, who am I kidding? I could totally stick my finger in there. I should just do that, right? It'd be one less thing to wash at the end of the night, but I like finger painting and I like being messy to a point. You know what I mean? All right. We'll put this to the side, friends. And then I've got my peony here. We're going to do the same thing. And kind of like this messy, hot mess look that this gives. It just is fun, right? It's just fun. Right, we'll put that to the side. All right, and then we are going to just use our fingers, and I'm just going to use one for now to kind of, oh yeah, this looks good. Just dabble. You could be as messy as you wanted, right? You could get all your hand in there. This is so fun. I enjoy this because this is the most relaxing it gets for me. All right. I'm going to wipe my finger off now. And I managed to finger paint and not make a mess. I love that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and take my squeegee and just kind of squeege off that extra paste. It just makes it easier to get a crisp. It's not really changing the look of the paste underneath at all. And it just makes it easier to get a crisper design when you pull it up. All right. So let's do that. Let's pull it up. This should be pretty. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So that yellow ink or that yellow paste is kind of dry, right? And so kind of isn't, it kind of dried in the stencil because I wasn't going fast enough. That happens. All right, better. Yeah, so I'll show you how to fix that. We're having all kinds of teachable moments. That looks amazing, amazing, amazing. All right, so let me put this back on the backer that I have totally lost. How did I do that? So a couple of things here. Let's get a new wet wipe, and you cannot really see it on camera, so I'm gonna put this up really close. See under that Easter swirl down there? There's my backer. All right, so there's underneath this little swirl, there's a little bit of pink that got, and I'm just gonna take this wet wipe. It's a Clorox wipe, sorry. Don't use wet wipes because they will actually destroy the adhesive on your, transfers. Okay, so that just takes that right off. So now it also might be able to see, but hard to see, but part of that E is missing right here because the yellow paste was a little bit pulled up or a little bit dry, and so it pulled up with the transfer. And so we're going to fix that by taking this detail tool, and I just got a tiny, tiny, tiny bit, and I'm just going to use the very, very tip to fill it in. Okay, the very, very, very tip. You can also do this with a very little brush, but I find this tip gives you a lot of control. This is turning out so good, even with these little fixes. I'm just kind of dotting it on there. I know it's hard to see the detail up close. Yeah, that looks good. And I'm going to take this teeny tiny brush. just use the brush to kind of push down the ridge I was making. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Okay. So I'm going to put these things over here. And I'm going to give it just a quick hit with the dryer. Because knowing me, I will stick my thumb in it otherwise. I love how the yellow and the pink combine to add like the orange color. Okay, beautiful. And now this is drying totally. I want to make some ears for this, and I wanted to make sure it worked. So I started the ears before I came on. So this is just twine that's got a wire in it. So let's just match the size of the ear, and I just twisted it into shape that I needed. Perfect. And give it kind of an ear look. Okay, and I'm going to twist my little end here. So what we're going to end up doing is gluing that behind the shelf sitter. We're going to give it this little bunny a hat. You could give it a tail too. That would be totally cute. So there are bunny ears. And we are going to glue them right here, I think, like that. Let's check and see how that looks. Oh yeah, just like that. Okay, just like that. All right. Now, I got this little thing for my finger because, as many of you know, hot glue and I are not friends. I'm actually going to switch it to that finger. All right. Here we go. I'll put the first bead down. And then I'm going to push it down. That'll hold for just a minute. Look at how cute that is. Is that not just the most adorable, freaking cute thing you've ever seen? So let's get some of this greenery. And I'm going to, you're going to have to watch me from this camera. Let's try that. All right. So I want to definitely use this, I can take that off. I definitely want to use one of these leaves, and I just happen to have one, so we'll cut that, and I'm going to have to turn this towards me, sorry. So we'll use that, and let's cut this down here. So I was thinking like, yeah, that'll be perfect like that. So let's glue that. I'm going to cut this and see. That's what I thought. We're going to just take this top part. We'll just glue that in there too. Put some glue on this and then stick it in. this is so stinking cute. Okay, and then we're gonna cut. Oh goodness. Sometimes it's hard to craft and host simply because you have to figure things out, right? All right, so I'm going to put a little bit of glue down here and stick this guy right in it. Oh my goodness, I'm in love. I'm absolutely in love with that. Look at how cute that is. So there is that. Let's slide this all to the side. And then we're going to glue this cute little carrot right here. So let's get some carrot glue on the carrot. And there we have it, a finished craft. And we fixed a couple of mistakes, and it's only been half an hour. So thank you all for joining me tonight. Next week, we are going to be switching gears with a new craft kit that is related to Easter. And I'm going to be debuting that kit on Sunday, I believe. So tune in for that. And until next week, we'll see you later.